Evet arkadaşlar, yine kaldığımız yerden büyücülüğe devam. Baykuş postasımız varmış. Postasımız yokmuş. Varmış. Nerede? Ha, şuradaymış. Lütfen mümkün olan üzere beni 7. kattaki koridora boş. Koleksiyonlara bakalım. Şu en aşağı eklesene yani. Buraya ekleyince ne oluyor yani? Yine aratıyorsun. Ay. Maskeyi takarız. Şimdi görevler diyelim. Biz neredeyiz şu an? Siona ile konuşalım.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find LODROK?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favor for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Daily profit. If I thought I could complete.
These rocks have seen better days. Upper Hogsfield. No way.
Bardo Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Serona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Serona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawk lumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawk lumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawk lumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawk lumps and collect the box of letters there.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawk lumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
My young friend.
Anyone looking for troubles found it in me.
It seems. I'll check your pockets after you're dead. Hogwarts is very lucky they've got protection charms, if you ask me.
You after the coldest stick! Levioso!
Yürü git lan buradan.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
You little coward!
The cave to find Sirona's box of letters. Perhaps I'll find more hawk. Better have a look around. See about the hawk clumps and the box of letters. That's all the hawk clumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Revelio. Revelio. Repulso. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio. Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether. Expelliarmus!
Ay, aa. Lan yavaş vur oğlum. Oha.
Expelliarmus! Leviosa! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus!
Oğlum yani
Descend! Defender! Accio! Descend! Defender! Ringo! Revelio. Incendio. Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether. Expelliarmus!
oğlum kaçıyorum hala vuruyor yani.
Expelliarmus! Potato! Stupefy! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Potato! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! One less foul hulking brute. That's all the Hawklumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Selam, hoş geldin.
Revelio. Revelio.
Yok mu bir şey? Para mara yok mu ya? Bakalım şuraya dön. Lan sincaplar.
Revelio.
Yemek veren mi size yemek?
This must be Sirona's box of letters. I should take this box of letters to Sirona. I think that's everything.
Şuradan girsem toplayıp gidecekmişim. O trolle kapışmayacakmışım. Yani uğraştırıyor oyunu, uğraştırıyor. Hadi bak, hadi bak. Senin için şah gagaya bineyim hadi.
High wing, go!
Hadi yavrum, yüksel.
Faster, high wing!
So better not be a trick.
Ben de işsizim ya. Sorun değil. Patla.
No need to race now, my friend. Accio. Revelio.
Geliyorlar, geliyorlar. Ayağın uğurlu geldi ayağın.
Oh, please tell me you have an answer for me about.
Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggenwell potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
İki kişi gözüküyor bende.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw. We could have cheered them on together.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
Vay. Şimdi bir Hogwarts'a döneyim. Telefon, bilgisayar olur. Artı 2 yazıyorum bak, siz bak. Ona göre. Sonra yok o gün yok gelemeyeceğiz. Edemeyeceğiz. Olmaz sonra. Selam kuşum. Gel sana bir yemek vereyim. Gel gel. Gel kaşıyım seni, gel. Al bakalım. Yemek kutusu koydum oraya size ama. Hala 3 dakikası varmış ya. Adını kuru göt olarak değiştirsem senin ya. Çok zayıfsın. Şurada bir acık yemek ye ya. Ondan sen sadece ölüler görür. Bu neymiş?
Nothing to identify, for now at least.
Dersinizden şıpıdıklar. Alın sizi. Kaşıtayım alın. Evet. Al bakalım. Al bakalım. Tatlılığa bakar mısın şunlara bak bak. Şu güzelliğine bakar mısın bak. Hadi lan yemek de vereyim sana. Oraya koyduk kocaman yemlik ama hadi bir daha benden de yiyin. Bunlar hayvan kaçakçıları var. Bunları kaçırıp işte işkence edip tüylerini işte bunların derilerini falan alıyorlar. Onlardan kurtardığım hayvanlar. Al bakalım al al pofuduk seni al. Bak bak bunda da şebelek bak bu ilk kurtardığım bak. Hadi gelin toplayayım lan. Böyle bunları besleyince kendi istekleriyle veriyorlar. Böyle kürklerini, tüylerini falan. Sana yemek verdin mi lan? Nereye gidiyorsun? Uçma. Çocuklar sizi ya. Büyülü buzağı bunlar, büyülü. Ne güzel bu. Şurada 2 tane balık koysak aslında. Heh. Buzağım doğdu galiba. Neredesin lan yavrunuz nerede lan?
Revelio.
Allah'ım yarabbim bak bak yavruca bak şuna bak. Gözünü bir kaşıtayım gel. Al bakalım. Al şu tatlışa bak. Al yemek de vereyim sana al.
I should let Deke know about the newborn Thestral.
Adını ne koyalım bunun ya? Buna bir isim vermek istiyorum ben. Bunun adını ne koyalım? Ne koyayım lan senin adını? Senin adın tatlış olsun dur. Tatlış. Hadi bakalım, hadi oynayayım hadi burada. İkincisi de kara kaçın olsun, tamam.
Hello, Deke. You'll be pleased to know that a little Thestral was born.
How wonderful to have more Thestrals in our world. Such misunderstood beasts.
I'm sorry that we can both see Thestrals, Deke.
Deke is privileged to see such majestic beasts, but sometimes wishes Deke couldn't. Deke is to blame.
What do you mean, to blame?
Years ago, Deke's master ordered Deke to help him capture a phoenix, the rarest of all beasts, that master had spotted high on a cliff. The phoenix was the most beautiful beast Deke had ever seen. Deke begged master to leave her be. When Deke hesitated to climb up the cliff as ordered, Deke had to punish himself. As Deke punished himself, master grew angrier and angrier, and in his frustration cast at the regal bird. Deke suspects the phoenix was protecting eggs when it swooped down in fear and fury. Before Deke could reach him, master fell from the cliff. Deke stayed on that cliffside for days, punishing himself, before Tobbs found him.
It sounds to me as if your master got what he deserved.
Deke never wanted anyone to get hurt. Not the phoenix, not Tobbs, and not even master. Deke often wonders what became of that phoenix.
Nerede lan Phoenix?
Fortunate to be at Hogwarts now, helping you rescue beasts. Perhaps Deke can make amends for what came before.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I'd like the room to be warm and comfortable, as if I'm floating inside a mug of butterbeer.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Böyle daha iyi oldu ya. Şimdi bakalım ne görevimiz varmış. Ya bir tane şey vardı ya. Weasley'in ödevini gerekiyormuş. Ne yapalım? Ama ilk Bombarda'yı oynamak istiyorum yani. Neyse bunu yapalım. Böyle dönüyoruz. Buradan dışarı çıksam, oradan süpürgeyle uçarım oraya. Yanında yatıyor ya. Dışarıdan geldik şimdi de. Yüzerek mi gireyim, ne yapayım yani? Ne olsun istiyorsun? Erken indik.
Revelio.
Bir taş sektirmeyelim ya. Bu bayağı sekti.
So this is the underground harbor.
Oradan giriyoruz, yerin altından giriyoruz, bir avluya çıkıyoruz. Ben anlamadım. Ne biçim bir okul burası ya?
Revelio.
Açılın gençler, büyü yapacağım.
Incendio. Revelio. Incendio.
Neye göre çeviriyoruz? Ha, burada bir dalga dümen var. Neyse, onunla bir işimiz yok herhalde.
Revelio.
Bunu da yakalım bakalım.
Incendio.
Neye göre yapıyoruz bunları hiç bilmiyorum. Anlamadım. Neyse, o göreve gelince yaparız. Okulun buraya çıktık. Nasıl çıktık buraya ya? Okul resmen böyle ya. Selamünaleyküm. Gel lan buraya. Göster kendini.
Revelio.
Seni alayım buradan. Lan kağıt vardı bir de burada. Kağıt benimle eğlenir. Lan ne kağıt vardı burada? Lan gel buraya. Gel lan buraya.
Accio. That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around his.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration.
Hocam oraya nasıl gideceğiz ya?
Revelio.
Lumos yok mu bende hiç? Bir tane Lumos rica edeceğim.
Lumos.
Bu da bir yerde olsa gerek. Seninle mi konuşacağız kız?
Professor Weasley asked me to get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz.
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz just for fun,
Aga be,
focusing mainly on the
Turancı.
law of the wizarding
Keşke
world.
ama.
None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid. Just a few questions and then I'll hand over this book.
Ağzına biz belki ağzına asayla vursam sonra versin.
The golden snitch. Which magical creature was used in a game of
Ben bunu biliyordum.
Quidditch?
Şu mu acaba?
The golden snidget.
Correct. The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Şu mu acaba?
Felix Felicis.
Well done.
Ya arkadaş ben büyücü olarak mı doğmuşum? Ne yapmışım ya?
Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According to Beedle the Bard, the
Lütfen.
Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand,
Bana
the
göre mi?
Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
Bludger mıydı ya? Quaffle mıydı? Bludger mıydı? Bludger değil.
The Bludger.
I'm sorry, but the correct answer was the quaffle.
Aa,
When a
biliyorum.
chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
Yanlış büyük yazmışlar acaba bu. Doğru.
True.
Actually, the answer was false.
Yanlış bak
While
bana.
polyjuice potion can be used to
Bana
change
bak
things
vallahi.
such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species.
Yanlış.
Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
Şimdi değil hadi.
I'm sorry.
İşimiz
I
gücümüz
don't
var
have
hadi.
time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Bundan geçiş var mıydı lan? Peki şimdi ne yapmalıyım? Atlayamıyoruz mu şuradan ha?
Revelio.
Bir şeyler var ama. Ya ağzına vuracaktım asayla da küçük işte ya.
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
Revelio.
Bir şey var şurada. Nerede o? Heh, şurada. Oradan da zıplayamayan kendine büyücüm demesin. Me. Onu da oynarız. Bir de hoca bekliyoruz yani. Oynadık korku oyunu. Beni sarmıyor korku oyunları ya. Üf, FPS drop'a bak. Hoca baykuş kitaba çevirdi hoca.
Settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science
Ya böyle top
that can
oynanan
take
korku
a
oyunları
lifetime to master.
boş oluyor gibi ya biraz.
We needn't be
Oynadık bir kere de.
Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
Büyüyü öğretseydiniz hocam.
Beautifully done.
Ya korku değil de ya saçma yani, hani o yaratık seni yakalayacaksa yakalıyor yani, hani kaçamıyorsun bir süre sonra.
You wanted to discuss my progress.
Bir süre
so
sonra
far
hani
this term,
korku
Professor.
duygunu da kaybetmeye başlıyor. Çünkü artık yakalanacağını
You seem to have
biliyorsun
had
yani.
no trouble in getting up to speed, and frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now it seems you've been making
Bir süre sonra ya,
good use of
bir
the
iki sefer
opportunities
korkuyorsun, sonra
presented by
alışıyorsun.
your
Yani korkmak da
field.
irkilmek
Of
yani.
course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you can brew an impressive Edurus potion.
Örümcekli bölümleri
Hopefully you
kaçırdın.
won't need it anytime soon, but it is a valuable potion to have when it is needed.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your extended conversation with Mr. Ollivander after you'd obtained your wand, or subsequent search of the owlery, connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Not at all. I enjoy talking to Mr. Ollivander. I'm fascinated by wand law, and I'd never visited the owlery. Bit of a mess.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do
Bu
remember that your
Harry Potter
passport and
evreninden
field
daha
guide are
eskiyi
designed
anlatıyor.
to
Daha
educate
işte
you
Dumbledore
further.
falan yok daha
It'll be
yani,
the
hani
end of the year
öyle
in
söyleyeyim
no
sana.
time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your
Bu büyük
OW
ihtimalle
finals.
Ron'un
I'll
büyük
provide a final assessment at that
babaannesi
time to
falan.
ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Sağ olun hocam, Allah razı olsun, saldığınız için teşekkür ederim. Bunu mu dönüştüreceğiz şimdi? Şu büyüyü ben hiç sevmedim ya. Bunu yine koyacağım. Cüf cüf.
Since our visit to Bölüm, it's dawned on me about the trick team. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
Hadi keep bye.
Plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine.
Sen oğlum adam bana zırh dizdiriyorsun gibime geliyor ama.
Bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
Bunları satmak lazım. Yok, daha yok onlardan. Ne yapıyorsun lan burada manyak? Ya şunları kaç kere dedim. Ha, biçilmiş bunlar. Bunlar normal biçemiyoruz. Şimdik. Görevler. Gidelim bakalım, buna gidelim. Oğlum işte yakın yere çağırmıyorsun ya.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Wonder who lives here.
Shane Bardolph thought
Revelio.
dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his...
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the...
I came as soon as I could.
I finally realized what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea.
Kendine bak,
But
görüşürüz.
perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
Revelio.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Ranrock's loyalists are out for blood.
Only following orders. Leave your accusations in someone else's direction if you don't mind.
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Revelio. Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose.
I didn't touch your helm. But thank you for making me the first object of your suspicions. I know who my friends are now, don't I?
Revelio. For better or for worse, we're in. Revelio.
All
This mine looks like a tomb.
It's closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
shoot. No! Expelliarmus, I will make you.
You wasted a blade.
How many Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want. Revelio. Incendio.
That ledge is awfully high. Any ideas?
Şundan buradan.
Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Revelio. It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
That bridge, you see.
Reparo. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Incendio.
We're making quick work.
Revelio. Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists have all but declared war.
Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at that.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
Bring me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take them all. Run the other way when they see me, humans do. Every time.
I know I heard something. Enjoy, sufferer!
I won't rest. Dead.
Incendio.
I will make you.
Expelliarmus.
I won't rest until you're...
Leviosa.
Surely you can see that!
Incendio. Expelliarmus. We're not finished yet.
It's almost as if they were waiting.
Expelliarmus.
Cleared the room.
You're not a bad chap for a Slytherin.
For a Ravenclaw, you certainly have a lot to learn.
Revelio. Revelio.
We can have a look around. Peace.
Incendio. Repulsor. Defender. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo.
Above the cabin door.
Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it.
Wasn't expecting that.
Revelio.
What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully
Sebastian,
it will help
I
us
think I
unravel
found
more
something.
of this mystery.
A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
Revelio. If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganark was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft, and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
His are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Marrenweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
Someone who knows Ranrock personally. They asked me not to mention their name to anyone.
A goblin? Tell me I'm wrong. You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying. Unbelievable.
get any more cozy than Hogsmeade.
My father always taught me to keep my wand.
You're back. Nice to see you again.
Found just the book on Poltergeist I was looking for the other day at Tomes and Scrolls. No idea where the hell science is, but it's marvelous.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Dark wizard. Anyone can run a shop if they
It's not like her to forget.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realised that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
You're making this sound simple, but this is a dragon after all.
Hebrideans can be aggressive, but they're also clever. She caught on quickly enough when you showed her how to escape the tent. She'll understand why we're here once she sees her egg. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
I don't suppose you've thought about keeping it, have you?
No, it belongs to her. Keeping it will make me
Evet,
just
çünkü
as
sana
bad
sen
as the
denedim.
poachers.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are. There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons. Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way. At least until we've done what we came to do. I wonder how many they brought to capture her. At least 10 usually. how good her eyesight is?
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us. What's your step? Rebellion.
Starved to pick off a graphorn.
Or just raring for a fight.
Quiet, what was that? Well, there's no turning back now. Over here! Watch out! It's herding in. Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
Oh, she isn't making it easy.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm, if you ask me. I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that. Get to that opening below her. We can get to the nest. She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
There's the nest. We're almost there. Why is every bridge here broken?
Repairer.
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss. That was brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntel Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless
what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl. How could I have been so blind?
I could use some gold.
I find its location a little untoward myself.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Hello there.
Revelio.
Hello there. Hello there.
Hello, Armid. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is LODROK. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
LODROK is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
High wing, go! Faster, high wing! High wing, go!
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
You said this would repair the chasm between the two of you. How did you not expect him to react this way?
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But he's...
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it.
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. The door is looking at us.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we? Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Revelio.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Incendio. Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward. Revelio.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine. I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Accio. Keep your wits about you, Amit. I'll get you through this mine.
Clever.
Revelio. Imperius Totalis.
Oh, little. That was meant for me.
Leviosa.
Let's try. Not quite. Pity. Not quite.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word. Revelio. We're being watched by a door.
I'll be quiet.
It's set. Revelio.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Revelio. Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere. A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to LODROK empty-headed.
Revelio.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Why am I always...
Patricius Totalis. Revelio.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Revelio.
was a hole in my pocket.
Afraid to fight. Is somebody there?
I will make you pay. Expelliarmus, you will regret. Was that your best? Expelliarmus, your spells glance off of me. You can't stop us. I've been...
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. Another schematic.
Revelio.
How are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not an entanglement move right now. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio.
Yes, of course.
An intruder!
Much
Get you for this! I should have been! What an unfortunate...
You thought goblins were inferior.
Benim hatam. Ertesi günün gameplay'imi bu derken ay.
Ramrod's vision of goblins ruling over wizards will be fulfilled.
I'm good at sneaking about. You'll see.
One of the best meals I've ever eaten. Petrificus totalis. Petrificus totalis. One there. Expelliarmus. How nice of you to stop by. Expelliarmus. I won't rest. Leviosa.
How many of them are there?
That should be the last.
Sanki atmasaydın büyüğü be.
Revelio. Accio.
Kapı tarafından gözetleniyorum ya.
Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Incendio.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodrock what we found.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit.
Değişik oyunlarda oynayalım dedik yahu.
Get out of here. Revelio.
Seviye 11 ne? 11 seviye mi?
Expelliarmus.
Artık şu görünmez noktadan çıkmasak mı ya?
Revelio. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
Oğlum ekip toplansa oynayacağız. Toplanmadık ki ekip. Hiç toplayamadık ki kimseyi. Toplasak oynayacaktık yani.
Can we please talk about what...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with LODROK.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch when I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, LODROK, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
I hope Professor Fig...
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spint Witches as soon as you can.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
It's a good thing we have auras.
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Thanks for
Lan bir
stopping by.
olmazsa var ya.
You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details.
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon. I look forward to our next meeting.
Perhaps I could test out my new upgrade on the way.
Bunda yoktu, bura yoktu. Buraya mı gideceğim ya? Saçmalama. Hogwarts'a gidip bu bölümü bitireceğim. Neyse hadi uçalım oraya. Bir tur şey yapalım. Süresi uzamış ya bu şeyin. Yenilenme süresi. Önüne gel.
Revelio.
Ha şakaya şakaldım.
Everything's all right now.
Ben seni de yakalayayım, gel buraya.
Revelio.
O zaman kaçırıyorlar, tüylerinizi yoluyorlar sizin ya.
Revelio.
Oğlum benle billur mu geçiyorsunuz ya?
Revelio.
Gidemiyorsam oraya beni niye oraya yolluyorsun? Yani müdüreyle bir görüşelim de sonra verelim ya yavaştan. 6-7 saat olmuş. Ne gideceğimi bir görebilsem.
Hello, Samantha. Are you here for Summoner's Court?
I am. I'm actually rather good at it. Used to play all the time with my brother until. Never mind. Shall we begin?
Yes, I'm ready to play.
Then let's get summoning. Accio!
Accio!
Al. Vay arkadaş.
You'll have to do better than that. Accio!
Çıkma sen de bir kere. Bir tanesi çıksın dışarı. Vursam çıkarsam. Neyse 2 tanesinin 40 yaptı ya. Böyle 50 ile geçerim onu.
That was sensational. Accio!
Ben bozayım büyüğünü. Bunu da 50'ye çekersem okeyiz ya.
Yes!
Accio!
Dur.
You'll have to do better than that. How about that? I won! Good match. Care to have another go?
Gel. Hep unutuyorum ya şunu bir daha basmam gerektiğini.
Splendid. Accio! Yes!
Accio.
That was sensational! Accio! How am I to top that? Accio! What was I thinking?
Sanırım yendim ablacığım.
Accio.
How am I to top that? That settles it, then. After your poor show against Natty in class, I thought I could beat you. Appears I overestimated myself.
Don't say that, Samantha. You're a fine player.
Well, that's very kind of you. Let's just say if I'm good, then you're better. I happen to know who you're up against next, and she's no shy opponent. Best of luck.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
O zaman bu bölümümüzün de sonuna gelelim. Bir sonraki bölümde Profesör Blake'in odasına girmeye çalışırken bakalım nelerle karşılaşacağız. Bir sonraki sefere kadar hoşça kalın. Esen kalın.